not letting your skin age, I would reframe it as giving yourself the opportunity to have the healthiest skin possible. Without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to start with antioxidants because this is a very broad category of skincare ingredients, but they mainly serve a protective role in the skin. Antioxidants mainly exert their protective effects by neutralizing a specific molecule in the skin called a free radical. Any stressor to the skin, whether that's UV light or pollution, or even just the normal metabolic processes that our cells go through on a day-to-day basis, can generate these free radicals, these very unstable molecules that when they are unneutralized can bump around and damage certain cellular structures and other structures in the skin like collagen and elastin. So if you use an antioxidant that helps neutralize these free radicals, the chance that these free radicals cause excess damage in the skin goes way down. Aside from this protective role, different antioxidants can help with other skin aging concerns, whether that's increasing your collagen production or decreasing excess pigment formation or helping hydrate the skin. So you want to pick and choose the antioxidants you incorporate in your skincare routine based on your ultimate skin goals. By far and away, the most popular and probably most well-researched antioxidant in skincare is vitamin C, specifically L-ascorbic acid, and then the vitamin C derivatives. Of course, it has this antioxidant protective ability, but it has also been shown to brighten the skin and lighten dark spots when used consistently over time, as well as stimulate collagen. Niacinamide, also known as vitamin B3, is also a very popular antioxidant for its ability to brighten the skin, improve texture and tone, as well as to fortify the skin barrier. Other antioxidants that are gaining popularity in skincare include things like resveratrol and other polyphenols, as well as vitamin E, which is not only an antioxidant on its own, but also helps stabilize other antioxidants like vitamin C. When it comes to actually choosing a skincare product that has antioxidants, it's not just about the ingredient label, it's also about whether or not that formula has proven to be effective. And although not every skincare product is going to have some type of clinical trial or clinical data to show its efficacy, I always think that is a really nice bonus, especially with antioxidant products. One of the most popular and iconic antioxidant serums is Shiseido's Ultimune Power Infusing Concentrate. This antioxidant serum has been shown to boost skin's radiance in just 3 days, as well as increase skin hydration and fortify the skin barrier. It's also recently been reformulated to include fermented roselle extract and heart leaf extract, which are two powerhouse ingredients that have been shown to increase skin's water retention, as well as strengthen the skin and soothe it. I love the texture of this product. It feels silky as I apply it, and it absorbs into the skin quickly so that you can then easily move on with the other steps in your skincare routine. I like to use this product in the morning and at night after I cleanse my skin and while my skin is still damp. I use about 2 pumps and smooth it over my face and neck. I always follow that with moisturizer and of course sunscreen during the daytime. I think I've always been drawn to Shiseido products even before I was a dermatologist because I know that not only do they put a lot of research and development into making super effective products, but their products are just so cosmetically elegant. I've been using this antioxidant serum now for definitely over a month, and it's just something I'm excited to incorporate into my routine. It goes on lightweight, it layers well with my other products, it smells amazing. I just find that half the battle of finding a good skincare regimen that you like to do, that works for you, is finding products that you actually enjoy using too. So I think if you're trying to up your anti-aging skincare regimen and you want to incorporate antioxidants, but you also want to incorporate a multitasking serum that helps with other things like hydration and skin resilience, incorporating this serum is definitely worth a shot. Another super popular antioxidant serum, but one that contains completely different antioxidants from the Shiseido concentrate, is SkinCeuticals CE Ferulic. Now, I have talked about this antioxidant serum a lot on this channel before, so I won't go into too much detail, but this essentially is comprised of 3 main antioxidants: vitamin C in the form of L-ascorbic acid, which is the most studied form of vitamin C in skincare and has been shown to be highly effective at not only protecting the skin, but also generating new collagen and helping with pigmentation problems. It also has vitamin E and ferulic acid, which have their own unique antioxidant properties and also help to stabilize the L-ascorbic acid in this formulation. Even though I love this antioxidant serum and it's one of my holy grails, it can be cost prohibitive for some people, and it also has this very meaty or hot doggy smell that can be very off-putting for a lot of people, understandably, and it might be a good reason to explore other products that have other types of antioxidants in them. All right, enough about antioxidants. Let's move on to one of my all-time favorite skincare anti-aging ingredients, retinoids. Simply put, retinoids are amazing. This is a very well-studied group of vitamin A derived molecules. There are some that are available in prescription formulations and some some that are available over the counter, but they help with skin aging in so many different ways. This is not even an exhaustive list, but they increase collagen stimulation. So as our body gets older, and as our skin gets older, it doesn't feel as inclined to make new collagen. So we need to stimulate it in some way, and retinoids help do that. It also decreases the breakdown of collagen. So our body is naturally breaking down collagen, not only in our skin, but in our bones and other organs that contain collagen throughout the duration of our life. So anything that we can be doing to prevent excess breakdown of collagen is also going to be really helpful in fighting signs of aging. Retinoids also help reduce signs of irregular pigmentation, and they increase cell turnover to make our skin look more glowy and more dewy and just more refreshed. Whenever I talk about retinoids on my Instagram or on my YouTube channel, I always get a few questions about what is the right age to start incorporating a retinoid for its anti-aging purposes. Because remember, retinoids also help fight acne, so there's tons of teenagers and even preteens that use retinoids for an alternative purpose. But I would say whenever you feel ready to start having a significant anti-aging routine, that's a good time to incorporate them. For a lot of people, that's in their mid to late 20s or their early 30s when they first start to see the signs of skin aging, like irregular pigmentation or fine lines. However, if you're watching this right now and you're in your 50s or 60s or 70s, it's also not too late to start incorporating retinoids. They always have a benefit. When it comes to specific retinoid containing products, there are so many good ones out there. Of course, there's prescription tretinoin, also known as Retin-A, but you don't have to start there, and you might not even ever need that kind of retinoid to get the anti-aging effects that you want. So a lot of people come into my office and they're like, please give me a prescription for tretinoin. I've never used a retinoid before and I just want to go all in. That's fine. You might have a lot of irritation when you first start. And because the benefits of using a retinoid are over consistent months and years and decades of use, it's okay to start with a retinol or another retinoid derivative first and work your way up. For over-the-counter retinoids, I really like the SkinMedica Age Defense Retinol Complex. This actually comes in a variety of strengths, so you can start with a lower potency form of retinol and sort of work your way up as your skin tolerates it. So that's a gentler way to introduce your skin to this powerhouse anti-aging ingredient. Another over-the-counter retinoid product that I really like is the Maelove Moonlight Retinal Super Serum. So this serum uses something called retinaldehyde rather than retinol, which is one of the more common molecules found in over-the-counter retinoids. And retinaldehyde is a little bit more potent than retinol because when retinol is incorporated into the skin, it has to undergo 2 conversion steps to become its most active form, whereas retinal or retinaldehyde only has to undergo 1 conversion step to become its most active form. This serum also contains niacinamide, so an antioxidant, and it has ceramides, which help make it a little bit more hydrating and protective of the skin barrier. So we've discussed antioxidants, we've gone over retinoids. The next category of anti-aging skincare ingredients is exfoliants. Now, not all exfoliants are anti-aging, or they might have a temporary anti-aging effect by buffing away that dull cell surface layer on the outside of your skin, but I'm talking about chemical exfoliants that create molecular change within your skin that's truly anti-aging in the long term. The chemical exfoliant that has the most data behind it in terms of its anti-aging abilities is glycolic acid, and this falls under the category of alpha hydroxy acids. Other hydroxy acids include mandelic acid and lactic acid, but the reason glycolic acid is particularly potent and particularly special is because it's a smaller molecule and it's able to penetrate deeper into the skin. This in turn not only allows it to exfoliate off dead skin cell layers, but it also stimulates a particular cell within the skin called the fibroblast, which then leads to the generation of new collagen. I do perform glycolic acid peels that are quite strong within my practice to help people with a variety of skin concerns, but you can also find excellent over-the-counter skincare products that have glycolic acid in them as well. I really like the Sunday Riley Good Genes glycolic acid treatment, but for some people that's going to be a little too potent and a little too irritating, so there's also the Good Genes all-in-one lactic acid treatment. So I would say if you have sensitive skin or you're just starting in on your exfoliation journey, start with something that has mandelic or lactic acid, and then work your way up to glycolic acid if you want to push it a little more. There's another category of chemical exfoliants called polyhydroxy acids that can also help the skin fight the signs of aging. Polyhydroxy acids not only help hydrate the skin, which I think they're incredible at, they also exfoliate the skin very gently, and they help combat a process in the skin called glycation. And glycation is when certain sugar molecules attach to your collagen and cause it to degenerate prematurely. So if you're able to protect protect your collagen with something like a polyhydroxy acid, it's going to have an anti-aging effect. The most common polyhydroxy acids used in skincare are gluconolactone, galactose, and lactobionic acid. And usually it's some combination of these particular molecules that are found in most products. I really like polyhydroxy acids for those with very dry and or sensitive skin. Also, sometimes I have parents ask me like, what's a good skincare product that I can give to my teenager that's more than just like a moisturizer or a sunscreen? And I think if you want to give them a little bit of oomph, but not have them overdo it with their skin, a polyhydroxy acid product is the way to go. Naturium makes a really great 12% PHA topical solution. Full disclosure, I am on the medical advisory board for Naturium, but I think this product is a great, gentle exfoliant, especially for those who are a little bit nervous about incorporating a more intense exfoliant into their skincare. Another category of anti-aging skincare ingredients should include pigment correctors, because having aged skin or skin that looks prematurely aged is not just about dullness or fine lines or wrinkles. It's also about irregular or mottled pigmentation, and some of that can be addressed with topical skincare. Some of the anti-aging ingredients I've already talked about happen to also be pigment correctors. So things like vitamin C and retinoids and chemical exfoliants can all help with the overproduction of pigment in the skin or the irregular production of pigment in the skin. But I'm going to add a few others. And one thing you may notice is that a lot of pigment correcting products contain more than one pigment correcting ingredient. And generally this is because pigmentation is an incredibly difficult problem to tackle in the skin. And so oftentimes more than one agent will be incorporated so that you're addressing pigmentation via multiple mechanisms. Other pigment correcting ingredients that I haven't mentioned yet include things like tranexamic acid, kojic acid, azelaic acid, niacinamide, licorice root extract, arbutin. So there are quite a few. If you're going the prescription medication route, I think prescription azelaic acid in 15% or 20% form is probably the most effective way to incorporate azelaic acid, but there are over-the-counter versions that are 10% or less. There's also an ingredient called hydroquinone, which is probably the gold standard when it comes to fighting irregular pigmentation, but you do need a prescription for that. When it comes to over-the-counter formulations, the Murad Rapid Dark Spot Correcting Serum is a cult favorite. It uses glycolic acid as well as resorcinol and tranexamic acid to combat irregular pigment. If you really enjoy having a toner in your skincare regimen, the Good Molecules Niacinamide Brightening Toner might be a good one to try if you're struggling with pigmentation, because it not only has niacinamide in it, but it also has arbutin and licorice root extract, as well as a vitamin C derivative. Some of my followers also mentioned that they have had a lot of success with the Faded Serum, which is for dark spots and discoloration, and it has niacinamide, tranexamic acid, and azelaic acid. Moving on from pigmentation correction, the next anti-aging group of ingredients I want to discuss are peptides and growth factors. There are definitely a wide variety of peptides and growth factors available on the skincare market, but they are not all created equal, and they really do have variable levels of evidence in terms of their efficacy, especially when it comes to anti-aging. Two of the better studied anti-aging peptides used in skincare are Matrixyl and GHK. These are both what we call signaling peptides, so they signal the skin to create something new. And in this case, it's new collagen and new elastin. By creating new collagen and new elastin in the skin, you're going to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles and also just make the skin quality better overall. When patients ask me for an affordable or approachable way to start incorporating effective peptides into their anti-aging skincare routine, I will often recommend the Timeless Matrixyl 6 Synth Serum. I find that this product incorporates very well into a skincare routine, and it's very gentle, so you can use it on the neck and the décolleté and the back of the hands and just any other place on your body where you're thinking, I would like to be aging a little more slowly here. We should also talk a little bit about growth factors. Similar to how all peptides are not created equal, all growth factor products are not created equal. I think the most popular growth factor product, and for good reason, is the one by SkinMedica, their TNS Advanced Serum. I mean, this product has great data behind it, but it's also a big investment. This product has actually been shown to lift sagging skin, and there's not a lot out there that can help with increased skin laxity and skin sagging when it comes to skincare. And I think that's why a lot of
to power through. Before I jump into this week's video, which is budget-friendly skincare buys, if you're new here, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and let me know below what you want to learn about next week. And if you do not know or you're new here, I have a skincare line, and that is a full disclosure. My skincare line is known as Dr. Idris, and as of last week, we are now available at Sephora.com, and as of next week, we are going to be available at nearly 300 locations nationwide in stores. It is crazy. I am super scared, but I'm also super excited, and I have you guys to thank for making my reality a scary one. So thank you. But that's not the reason why I'm telling you that full disclosure. That full disclosure comes with the fact that I want you guys to know I'm not only going to be recommending Sephora brands, and case in point, Stylevana has sponsored this particular portion of the video, so thank you for sponsoring this portion of the video, and they have so graciously offered you nerds a beautiful discount code of up to 22% off when you type in SV Shereen, SHEREENE, at checkout. You can thank my parents for all of the E's. So without further ado, let us jump in. Starting with eye creams. Eye creams tend to be extremely expensive for the tiniest little pot of nothingness, especially when they are basic eye creams. If you guys are looking for eye creams, look for eye creams with a purpose. Either target a specific problem. One, fine lines and wrinkles, and I have found you guys an amazing one that retails for $17. This is by Som by Me. It is a Retinol Intense Advanced Triple Action Eye Cream with 0.1% retinol, as well as retinol, as well as adenosine, which has anti-inflammatory action, and argireline, which gives that Botox-like effect of calming your muscles down. It doesn't work like Botox, but it has a similar effect. It does have a fragrance, and there is hyaluronic acid in this. So if you are looking for a hyaluronic acid based eye cream, do not double dip. You do not need to have it in every single step of your skincare routine. Then we have serums. Serums also tend to be very expensive because they're usually the powerhouse of a product where the active is at a higher strength. I do not have it on me, but Vanicream has a beautiful vitamin C serum where they utilize a vitamin C ester, also known as tetrahexyl decyl ascorbate. This is a form of vitamin C that is safe to use for people with sensitive skin. It is also fragrance-free, that particular formula. So if you're sensitive to fragrance, fear not. And you can use it up to twice a day, even in combination with a retinol. Perfection. Moving on to serums with azelaic acid. The Ordinary is one that all of you guys know for $12. I'm not a massive fan because you can combine azelaic acid with other ingredients to really boost the overall effects. And Peach Slices has their redness relief azelaic acid serum, which retails for $19. The beauty with this one is that it also has green algae, panthenol to help with your barrier support, as well as cica to help reduce signs of redness. There is no HA and no fragrance, and it is extremely elegantly formulated, which quite frankly I'm shocked by because 10% azelaic acid is high and it usually pills. So this is a beautiful formula of azelaic acid. Truly impressed. Then we have retinols. Retinols, unlike vitamin C and azelaic acid, I believe should be formulated on their own. When you incorporate a retinol into a formula with other actives, you as the consumer become limited because now you're marrying your retinol to other actives and you can't work your way up. Retinols are a very specific class of ingredients that fall under the retinoid category, and they need to be titrated. So you should know the type of retinoid that you're using as well as the percent that you're using. So I much prefer that they are single ingredient stories. But as I'm about to show you guys, there is some marketing that you have to kind of weed through. Coco Kind. Coco Kind retails for $27. It is a 0.1% tri-retinoid comfort complex. It is not a retinol at 0.1% though, and that is where you have to weed through the marketing. It is a complex, and they tried to make it right by at least writing that out, but most people don't know what that means. It has 0.05% retinol as well as 0.025% retinal with an AL, which is stronger than an OL, and then a 0.025% gram-active retinoid. So it's a combination of 3 different types of retinoids in one, and they've just added it up to make 0.1%, but it's not a 0.1% retinol. It has hyaluronic acid as well. It has squalane, aloe, and allantoin. I would not recommend this for beginners because of all the amount of retinoids in here. They are relatively high, and I would just be careful around the eye and lip area as well. The Ordinary, which is known for single ingredient stories. They have their retinal 0.2% emulsion. This is stronger than a retinol. It is lightweight, fragrance-free, no HA, and bright yellow in texture. When I used this on my face, I got scared. I thought I became jaundiced. It was the color of the serum. So just be aware that you will look slightly yellow if you have a special someone that you're trying to impress at night. It does leave a kind of like a yellow tint to your skin, but you only use it at night anyway and wash it off in the morning. Now, there is some myths around retinols and washing it off in the morning. You can use basically water and you'll be fine because the retinol or retinal has already been absorbed on your skin throughout the evening, really within the first 20 to 40 minutes of you applying it. Let's say you hate retinols and you're looking for a retinol alternative. Cetaphil has one. Okay, I've never been sponsored by this brand. I'm not a Cetaphil or CeraVe dermatologist, but they have a Healthy Renew face serum, which has purified peptides for $28.99. They're highly purified peptides, they say, are retinol alternatives to help minimize the look of fine lines and wrinkles. I don't love that they call it a retinol necessarily alternative. They don't really fully disclose what the peptides are, but on their website, they do say that they have shown that they reduce the look of fine lines and wrinkles. They also have provitamin B5, which is also known as panthenol, which is in the peach slices, as well as vitamin B3 to help hydrate your skin, and adenosine. And you've heard about adenosine when I mentioned it in the Som by Me Retinol Intense Advanced Triple Action Eye Cream. This guy. So it's an interesting product if you do not want to use retinols, but you're looking for peptides to trick your body into producing collagen. Now, moisturizers, because we love a good moisturizer. Purito has a beautiful Oat Intense cream, which rivals my favorites, Aveeno Calm and Restore. It is $22 and it has 71% oat. It is extremely calming. It has oat seed water, oat kernel oil, oat kernel flour, and oat kernel extract. It is also very basic as a moisturizer in terms of all it does is offer hydration and calms your skin. So if you're looking for a moisturizer that's just gonna get you through a dry spell, it's a good one, okay? For your face, not down there, but it's a nice one. It will calm your face down. Maybe not your emotions, but definitely your face. Then you have Isntree. Isntree has come up with their Onion New Pair Gel Cream. This guy. This retails for $32, and the reason why I wanted to highlight this one is because they say it is a cream that is good for acne scars and hyperpigmentation concerns. Why? Because of the onion bulb extract. If you guys have heard of that before, it's because you've heard about it in Mederma's Scar Gel. Onion bulb extract helps with scars and the appearance of scars. It has a light lavender color to it. It does not look or smell like onions. And it also has I'm going to read this for you guys because I wrote it out. Houtunia cordata extract, which is a flowering plant native to Southeast Asia. I probably butchered how I said it. And it helps exhibit anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and antibacterial properties. It also has been shown to decrease the damage from UVB rays, the rays that cause burns, and to minimize that damage on your skin. It's a beautiful texture that's extremely silky and light to the touch. And so if you are somebody who has had acne and your scars are relatively new and you want to minimize how bad they appear, especially if you're somebody who keloids, I suggest look into this particular moisturizer to help with that. Som by Me, the same retinol brand, right? The same eye cream, this guy. They also have a Miracle Cream of AHA, BHA, and PHA. They call it their 30 Days Miracle Cream for $17. It has 70% Centella asiatica, which we know helps with redness. And anytime you see Centella, it makes you think kind of green. It is extremely lightweight. It has niacinamide, calendula, as well as salicylic acid and lactobionic acid, which is known as the PHA, but it also has hyaluronic acid. But this is going to help basically smoothen your skin, help resurface your skin, and it has a scent to it, which I quite frankly like. It smells very spa-esque, like essential oil-esque. So just be careful if you're sensitive, but you guys will get nice hydration for $17 from this with a little bit of exfoliation. I will say, I don't like exfoliating in the morning. I think you should reserve exfoliating for the evening, unless of course you have a big red carpet event during the day. Why not? You can exfoliate to smoothen the texture of your skin before applying makeup. But to do it every day, I am not a fan of, because it's gonna make you more sensitive to the sun. Then you have, and I'm going to butcher this name as well, Dr. Curacle. Curacle. Over here, I will show you right there. This is their vegan active berry lifting cream for $32. It is very beautiful in terms of texture, and I want to share it with you guys. It's like so bouncy and so gel-like. It's also extremely lightweight. It has grapeseed oil as well as olive oil. Jennifer Lopez would be proud. And resveratrol, which is found in the skin and seeds of grapes and berries. Resveratrol is also known as the red grape antioxidant, and that's what's suspected to keep the French alive, because they drink a lot of red wine, even though they have not a very good diet, but they claim to have very good heart health because of all of the resveratrol that they drink up. I'm not telling you to drink this, I'm telling you to put it on your skin. It is a beautiful color and texture. It has a light scent to it as well, and it has hyaluronic acid as well. It's lightweight, it's silky, it's easy, especially if you are talking about the summer. But like I always say, you don't need a hyaluronic acid serum or any other dedicated hyaluronic acid product if you are going to be picking one of these moisturizers that I mentioned have HA. A very interesting sunscreen, which I thought was cool to show in terms of texture. It is Round Lab Birch Juice Moisturizing Sun Cushion. So you guys have all seen this brand, that blue and white Korean sunscreen brand. Nobody seems to know the name of this brand. Whenever I tell a patient about it, they're like, oh, that blue and white one. I'm like, yeah, the blue and white one. This retails for $27. It is SPF 50+, and it is a mixture of zinc oxide and titanium dioxide, as well as glycerin. Now, the interesting thing about this is that it has a cushion technology. So no, this is not necessarily the cushion that I'm talking about. This is. The sunscreen itself comes in this cushion technology. And so you use this cushion to really squeeze it out before you reapply it. I'm going to show you guys on my neck. And I am white, as pale as a ghost. Even though I am Middle Eastern, the melanin got washed out by the time they got to me. Okay, my sisters are dark and caramel tones, and then I came out. But it still looks white on me. So it's not the most elegant. However, there is a however. It has birch sap, which is rich with natural moisturizing factor. And the reason I kind of like it is because it can be used for touch-ups. So if you're on the go, right? If you are on the go and you're outside and you want to make sure that you have extra protection, I'm going to show you guys, I'm actually using it over my makeup. Underneath your eyes, why not? Okay, it might be a little bit white, but if you're on the go, something is better than nothing. Does this mean you're going to be getting the right application of sunscreen with the right amount? The answer is you're probably not. But I would rather you guys have something rather than nothing, especially if you're on the go. Now, if you do not care about the white cast, knock yourself out and do several pumps on that cushion in order to get more out. But you guys can still do it relatively nicely, making sure you cover the high points of your face, especially while you're out and about in a city, without it affecting your makeup completely. So that is the sunscreen. There's a lot of cool, fun sunscreens that have recently come out. We need to do a roundup. If you guys are interested in the sunscreens, or you have specific sunscreens you want me to go into further detail about, why don't you let me know below, and I will look into those, I will purchase them, and I will help you guys navigate those worlds. There is an also interesting body products, which I wanted to incorporate in this, because body products are not often that fun, but this is a fun one, especially that we're going into summer. Dove has their whole body deodorant for $12. It's interesting because they're going beyond the armpits. You can apply this underneath your boobs, in between your thighs. They even claim you can put it around your private parts, your feet, all the stinky pits and dark places where the sun, I hope, doesn't shine. You can use this to help minimize any sort of odor. It is a blend of lactic acid infused with vitamin B3 and vitamin E that targets odor supposedly at the source, helping to absorb unwanted moisture. So summer is coming up. If you cannot afford to get Botox in your pits or in other areas that sweat a lot and tend to stink up, you might want to consider this baby because it's